Have you ever wondered how religious reform and public debates intertwined in the 19th century? It all started when religious issues intensified in the early decades of the century. There were voices criticizing existing practices and calling for change, and there were those who ardently defended the status quo. The battleground was set, and the weapons of choice were the printed word. The emergence of print played a significant role in this religious reformation. Printed tracts and newspapers became the carriers of new ideas, the catalysts that shaped the nature of the debate. New ideas surfaced, and fierce controversies ignited between social and religious reformers and the Hindu orthodoxy. Issues such as widow immolation, monotheism, Brahmanical priesthood, and idolatry became the subjects of heated debates. In the 1820s, the power of print began to be harnessed in a big way. Ramohun Roy published the Sambad Kaumudi in 1821. Two Persian newspapers, Jami Jahan Nama and Shamsul Akbar, followed suit in 1822. In the same year, a Gujarati newspaper, the Bombay Samachar, was established. The Deoband Seminary, founded in 1867, published thousands of fatwas, guiding Muslim readers on everyday conduct and explaining Islamic doctrines. Print did not only encourage the reading of religious texts, especially among Hindus and in vernacular languages, but it also facilitated their widespread dissemination. These texts ignited discussions, debates, and controversies within and among different religions. Newspapers conveyed news from one place to another, fostering the creation of pan-Indian identities. As the interest in reading grew, new forms of writing appeared. Novels developed to cater to the needs of the people, absorbing Indian forms and styles. Lyrics, short stories, and essays about social and political matters entered the world of reading. A new visual culture took shape by the end of the 19th century. Women's reading saw a significant rise, particularly in middle-class homes. Schools were established for women in cities, and journals carried writings by women advocating for their education. However, conservative Hindus and Muslims held certain reservations. Social reforms and novels began to depict women's lives and emotions in great detail. By the late 19th century, the impact of print had permeated all layers of society, even reaching the poor. Cheap books became available at markets and public libraries were established. However, the rise of caste discrimination in printed tracts and essays became evident. Factory workers, lacking education, didn't write much about their experience. In the 1930s, Bangalore cotton mill workers set up libraries to educate themselves. The power of print was not left unchecked. Censorship was not a concern under the East India Company. However, the Calcutta Supreme Court passed certain regulations. In summary, the role of print in religious reform and public debates in the 19th century was monumental. It gave voice to new ideas, facilitated widespread debate, and shaped the course of religious reformation. It was a tool for education and a catalyst for change, but it also brought forth issues of censorship and discrimination. Without a doubt, the emergence of print marked a significant chapter in the history of religious reform and public debates.